As you guys can see up on the screen today, I want to talk a little bit about Progenity Incorporated. Once again, this is ticker symbol PROG, or Prog stock, as it is more commonly known on social medias, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. Very, very popular, retail trading stock, hype play, short squeeze play, whatever you want to call it. Very, very volatile stock that I have found very, very interesting and entertaining to follow and track over the course of the past couple of weeks. I've made a ton of videos on it. Good days, bad days, good news, bad news, and everywhere in between, because it's just so volatile, constantly having 5 to 10% up and down days, and I just think that makes for good content, good videos, and is very interesting. But obviously today was not so great of a day for Progenity stock. This thing was down 7.56%, and now we're down another 1.44% after hours. That's really, really tough, especially when, a lot of people are throwing a ton of money into a stock like this. I know a lot of people are even getting invested in like margins and things. I've seen some people buying call options. It's gotten really, really crazy as people get ready for the massive short squeeze that they expect to happen with Progenity, or just really buy into this thing for the long term. So I'm sure a lot of people are panicked right now. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are worried, like, oh, what the heck? Is it time to jump ship? Is it time to sell? And is Progenity dead? That's definitely a question that is on a lot of people's minds, and something that I want to talk about in this video today. Obviously not giving financial advice or anything like that, just kind of going over the news going on with what is happening with Progenity up to this point, and giving some of my personal thoughts and opinions as like an investor and stuff, but not recommending or telling you to do anything. You have to make your own decisions at the end of the day. But do drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that so much. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content, and check out the first link in the description below for the Patreon that we have going on. Every single dollar that gets donated into the Patreon goes into a YouTube investment portfolio that I show on this channel every single week, where I'm trying to go from $100 to $100,000 and show how to grow a small portfolio over time. And I think it's going to be a really cool idea. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So obviously things have been crazy for Progenity. Still, even after an almost 8% down day today, they're still up 8.9% in the past 5 weeks, in the past 5 days. The past month, though, down 26%, 6 months, 35%. Year to date, obviously only a couple trading days, down 7.5%, and in the past year, down 64%. So this was obviously a stock that was a large candidate for tax loss harvesting, and people kind of attributed this as to why we did so bad over the past month, because in December, people assumed there was a lot of tax loss harvesting and stuff going on, and people were getting ready for a strong, January and strong 2022 for Progenity. But obviously, that has not happened so far. Again, we're only 3 trading days in. This doesn't matter too much, but it hasn't been this explosive upward January that a lot of people have been hoping for. And now some people are worried because we're getting closer and closer to what a lot of people think is strong support levels for Progenity, around the $2 mark. I've seen people say, $2, $2.02, $2.03. I've seen $1.90. Somewhere within that $2.10 to like $1.80 range. Some people see as like a warning level of like, if Progenity goes below this, who knows how low we're gonna fall or whatever, because the 52-week lows are 66 cents. So realistically, this thing could fall pretty far from where it is right now. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. Obviously, that's worst case scenario, but just understand that that is possible. Obviously, people then also believe that the 52-week high of 786 is also possible, and that's almost 4x from where we were, from where we are today. And today, this thing did hit a 24-hour low of $2.02. So we got very, very close to that $2 limit and level that people are really, really concerned about. And obviously, people were in a little bit of a panic today. On the Progenity Prog subreddit, people were saying, wow, $2.07. And that's what a lot of people were saying. Like, wow, yeah, I can't believe that this thing crashed down so hard, so fast. Just take a look. Within the last week, we've been at $2.32. We've been at $2.26. In the past month, we've been as high as almost $3. In the past 6 months, we've been as high as almost, $5. Like, yeah, 207 or 202 or whatever is pretty crazy. He says, this is a bit surprising. Let's see if that 202 support holds. This is why I decreased my position when it was possible. I will set a buy order at 202, not really concerned. So, some people still buying the dip. Some people still getting excited. And, again, this isn't great news to see this thing is down so big today. But on the bright side, if there is a bright side here, we have seen that today was a really, really bad day for the markets overall. Everything from speculative assets, short squeeze plays, cryptocurrency, and even the really, really safe, massive companies and ETFs and all this stuff. I mean, if we scroll down a little bit here, we can see Dow Jones down 1.07%. Even the S&P was down 2% today. That's a big drop for the S&P. NASDAQ down 3.34%. Russell down 3.3%. So in a day where the whole market's doing bad, there were some cryptocurrencies down 4+% in a single day. Not super concerning to me that Progenity is down 7.5%. Again, it's a hard pill to swallow. It sucks to be down that in a single day, but it would be much worse if this was a day that small cap stocks were humming and other short squeeze plays were doing well and crypto was doing well and the S&P was up huge. That's just not the case. This is just a matter of Progenity following the rest of the markets, and yeah, maybe following a little further down than the rest of the markets, but that's to be expected with a small cap stock, with a highly speculative stock, with a highly volatile stock. On its down days, it's going to go down more. On its up days, it's probably going to go up more. So I don't necessarily think it's super time to panic. But again, everything is kind of telling us that recently Progenity has been in kind of this downward momentum, but there was some good news coming out today for Progenity. The fact that they announced acceptance of 2 abstracts on treatment of gastrointestinal disorders at ECCO 22. New PR time for a hot streak of PR, or, press releases. We'll have to see, but this is very good news because a lot of people have been saying, hey, Prog, what the heck is going on? Why are you guys not releasing anything? Why are you guys not getting investors excited? Why are you guys not helping us push this share price higher and higher? If you say there's so much on the way in 2022 and years into the future, and you're doing all these things to make the business better and slim down how much money you're spending and building up your profit and your revenues and all this stuff, why are you not making these announcements? If you have partnerships, if you have patents, if you have, abstracts and research and stuff coming out soon, let us know. Tell the investors, tell the shareholders, tell the world. Let us know that you care about the people that are funding this operation, that are helping you, even stay in business into the future, because there have been some times where cash has been an issue and they've been worried. They've had to raise money and all this stuff. And yeah, so it was cool to finally see something getting announced, and people were really excited. This is a highly upvoted post on the Progenity subreddit. So there's some good news. So again, even on a day where the stock's doing bad, just understand that it was kind of following the whole market, and in some ways, maybe the stock in the company even got better today with some good news coming out. I know there was also on the subreddit, there was some DD on Aetherium and Jeffrey Farrell talking about how he's made some really good investments in the past, talking about how he's playing some good partnerships and everything in the past. This guy said he wanted to speak about an example of him making some good investments and merging some things together and really turning some companies around and making some good deals in the biotech industry and space, which obviously the area that Progenity is going to be dealing in. And saying that Jeffrey has a strong experience and skills in buyouts, mergers, and licensing. And we already know Jill Howe has a strong experience in buyout too. Both of them made deals with major pharma companies like Pfizer. Something is brewing, my friends, obviously hinting at, at least the fact that this guy believes that Progenity is in good hands, and that Jeffrey Farrell and some of the other, members that have a hand in the Progenity pot might have a buyout in the works. And I know that's something that other people have been potentially hinting at as well, thinking that maybe even some big news could be coming later on in January. Now, this is extremely speculative. This is not, to me, as good of news as, them announcing some abstracts and some research and stuff coming out. But this is something to maybe potentially keep on your radar, something that people are talking about and throwing around. And, if you hear some big news in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, don't be totally shocked. But, I think this is a little bit more on the kind of hopeful side for Progenity investors. But yeah, overall, even through a bad day, even through a rough patch, if you liked Progenity before, if you liked them a week ago, if you liked them a month ago, I don't really think the company, the financials, anything that much has changed. So, if you were buying back, a week ago or a month ago, I think you should probably still like the prices at today's levels. But again, that's just kind of my thoughts and opinions on the whole issue. I don't think this is the end of the world for Progenity. I think they have the same issues they had before, and I think they had the same upside as they had before, but this is just kind of a matter of the whole market struggling a little bit, and maybe a sign that we have a rough 2022 ahead of us for a lot of these markets in general, and then that would be a bigger problem for everything, not just Prog. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Prog. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe, stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one, but until then, peace.